and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. On my channel, I do planner and planner related videos, and occasionally I'll do a new release sneak peek type of video of things that I'm adding to my Etsy shop. And if that is something that you're interested in, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the little notification bell, and that way you'll always be notified once I do load a new video. So I'm finishing out Tamika's Miss Maker March Challenge that she's doing all of March, and I have been following along with my own DIY projects. And for this week, what we're going to be doing is making an envelope for your happy planner. The one that I will be doing will be put into my mini, but I mean, really, it just all is constrained by the size of envelope that you have and what your needs are. So the materials that you're going to need is an envelope. Now I have this card set that I picked up from TJ Maxx, and the cards are super cute, but actually all we're going to need is the envelope. Although if you wanted to skip the washi step and just affix this on here, that would be really cute. But we're actually going to use some of our supplies. So I've got just a variety of different washi tape here, and we'll be incorporating all of them. I have got an envelope here, and it doesn't matter whether or not it is the fold kind like this or the one that comes like a triangle. Basically, you just need an envelope. We are going to need a hole punch. If you have the Happy Planner hole punch, you can use that. But I know that some people don't, and that's fine. You can still work with just a single hole punch. That will work. And duct tape or shipping tape, clear shipping tape. And the reason I have the craft mat is because I learned in the video two weeks ago that this doesn't work on the foam board, which is usually what I film on. So let me get this out of the way. Now again, as last week's video was, this seems super simple to me, but if you're looking for an envelope to put in your planner to store receipts or, you know, whatever, and you don't have access to those items wherever it is that you live, then this might be a good use of materials that you have on hand that can be done quickly and cheaply. And because you are using your own items, you can make it in any way that you want. So I'm going to tape it directly down to the craft mat. And there's no rhyme or reason to the washi selection. I just went into my stash and picked some that was there. And I'm just going to layer these. And maybe I should have looked at these a little bit more because some of these have pictures on it. I just thought it was shapes and things. And the washi serves two purposes. One, it's decorative, and also it will give a little bit more structure to the envelope, because I believe the one that Happy Planner puts out is plasticky. Again, I can't get them here locally, so I couldn't tell you for certain, but from what I've seen, they are like a plastic folder type of thing. So they're definitely going to be more durable than just punching a piece of paper. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay down some washi first. Again, no rhyme or reason. We are just doing the things. And let's do a repeat. And I don't use a lot of washi, but I have tons tons of it because I do include washi samples with the traveler's notebooks that I make, and so I've just collected quite a few just because I like to coordinate the washi sample with the traveler's notebook. But in my planners, I don't typically use a lot of them, although I think they're really versatile and definitely add a pop of color. I know there are quite a bit of planners who do use washi tape. Again, I haven't. So we're gonna do this last couple of them. And I could be rushing through this, because I mean, really, it's just to show you the DIY envelope for your planner, but I want it to be nice. And this one. And you could make this as dynamic as you want. You could skip this altogether and just use packing tape. You could put stickers down. Again, we just want to make it pretty because it's going to go on our planner, but we also want to make it a little bit more durable. And what I think I'll do is for this back side, I am going to fold it over to give my edges just a little bit more reinforcement. But up here, I don't want it to go past the flap, if you can see that. Down here, I just want it to be a little bit more even. So we'll cut those shorter. And then this one. And again, as I've mentioned when I'm doing tutorials, this just seems way more awkward than it should because I'm trying to do everything with my arms extended so that you can see it. If I were just by myself, this would not be such an issue. And I hate when stickers stick to these scissors. Oh, that bothers me. All right, so we're going to carefully fold this over. Again, that will give the edge just a little bit more reinforcement. And then the same on this side. Again, we don't want it to go on the edge, and we'll actually need to fold this over because we want our envelope to be able to open. Let's see if we can do more than one at a time. And there. Now, I just realized this is pretty, but that, if we're gonna, All right, so let's do some more washi tape. Yay, using our stuff. Does that make it upside down? No. So I'm gonna do, again, we'll want to go as close to the envelope top as we can without going over. Again, when we're doing the duct tape, I might actually fold some duct tape around to make this a little bit more reinforced. It's paper on top of paper. It's not going to be as sturdy as the thing that you can purchase from Happy Planner, but it'll definitely be more sturdy than if you had just punched an envelope and put it into your planner. And I don't know if I mentioned it, I think I started on a couple of different tangents and then lost my way, but I thought this would be good for receipts. It would be good if you're If you made a washi sample that doesn't go in like I did last week, if you were just doing it on some old laminate that you had, I think this would be great to hold cash, although I'd be a little worried about that because it is paper. But I mean, whatever you use an envelope for, this definitely would be useful. And more importantly, it would be something that you could make yourself. Oh, that's upside down. Can I get it? Oh. You can make yourself to match whatever layout you have or whatever planner you have. And it's rather economical because I'm just assuming you have an old envelope or an envelope on hand, and yep. As I've mentioned, the talking and the doing is always what gets me. And this is just something, if you are like me, and I found through the comments and through Instagram and Facebook, there's lots of planners out there, planner people, who would love to get all the new shiny things, but either because of budget constraints or just lack of access like me, you just can't. And so when you can't get the things, then I'm of the frame that you should just try to make the things. So we folded that one over again to give a little bit more structure. And I'm just going to fold these over. Again, you're not actually going to see this back part that we spent so much time on. We're actually going to see this one, but that's fine. And then the envelope section, let's see. So let's see if I can get this in order. So we got yellow, green, and then yellow. And if you have the skinny washi, you could even do more layering. You could use stickers, you could use duct tape. I mean, you could use whatever it is you have on hand, or you could just cover the envelope with the packing tape and not decorate it at all. I mean, it's really up to you. But since I am doing the Miss Maker Challenge, I thought, let's challenge myself. Because I never actually did a tester. We're doing this together. That's not horrible. No, that's not the greatest of endorsements. But yeah. So, and I'm not going to worry about this. And we're going to just fold in again to give us a little bit more protection of the edge. And I actually don't mind that it's pointed there versus the rounded. So this is what's going to open up. And I'm actually going to put a sticker. It's bad when you're surrounded by a bunch of stickers and you don't see something you like. Okay, so we're going to put this here. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. And we're going to punch, and that closes. I think we'll put this a little bit higher. And this doesn't seem to want to stick on the washi, but that is okay because we're actually going to do a layer of packing tape now. And this one you want to spend just a little bit of time just so that there's no bubbles. Bubbles do not hurt, but they are annoying. And because it's on the craft mat, I'm okay with putting it down on there because I know it won't stick, and more importantly, it won't lift anything. So we're just going to fold these over, probably a little bit more neatly than I just did. And it's hard to tell. Oh, I think it was on this one. And this bottom one, we won't do any overhang the long ways. We'll actually overhang so that we can fold over the bottom. And I'm really hoping you can see this. So this one, we're going to protect our bottom edge. And then we'll do here. Like I said, this isn't going to last a million years, but it will be way more durable than just the envelope itself. Okay, and we're going to cover this flap. Again, just to give it a little bit more durability, and you definitely want to do it beneath the fold. And it's hard because it's so far ahead of me, I can't really see. We will make it work. And I might do a strip back there because this piece right here is not covered yet. Okay, so we're going to cut so that we can fold and not have too much excess. And rip, and rip. And we're not going for a mitered corner, we're just really trying to protect our edges because that's what will fray up and get damaged first. And then we'll fold this over. Now this doesn't bother me, so I'm not going to cover that. But if that does bother you, then you certainly can. And it definitely is quite sturdy. I'm quite pleased with that. And we were going to, because you're going to be sliding in here, I want to protect this. So you'll just want to be very careful. You just lay a little piece down and then flip it over. And that way that's super secure. Nice. And then we'll put a little bit of protection there. And this one, and it's hard to see, I am going to fold over just a little, but again, we don't want to seal our envelope. So this one might have been a little bit too little. Okay, and then this one, oh yeah, works out perfectly. There's no excess that's going to jam us up. Okay, so I've got some bubbles, but I think it's more due to there are so many different layers here, but that's okay. That's really pretty if that's the side that we were actually going to be looking at. That's going to bother me. So we'll go back from this side and again reinforce our edge. So that opens up, that closes. Now because I have it on hand, and this is purely optional, I'm actually going to put some Velcro dots on here just to keep these closed. I do have these because I make the cash envelopes that close, so that's why I have this. And let's put it here on the corners because they are reinforced and might be a little bit more durable. It might have been better in the middle, but we shall see. So they're already stuck together, so it's the two pieces here and here. So if I stick them together like that, then when I put them down, it'll be the perfect placement in order for me not to have to do this separately, if that makes sense. I find that putting them together and then sticking them down gives you a better placement than trying to fit one there, 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 and then trying to line that up. So now that closes. I don't know if the Happy Planner one does, but ours does, so sweet on us. And then the last thing to do is, here is just a planner page. And I would recommend, because we don't want too much overhang top or bottom, so yeah, they're the same. I would just line it up because if you're looking at it closely, this one will clear this here, so you're not going to have any problem turning it, because if it went down too far but not far enough where we could actually punch, you couldn't turn this in your planner. So we're just going to line these up and we'll tape it down so it doesn't move. Now, like I said, if you have the Happy Planner Punch, you may want to try that. I have not tested it out with this, so it may be too thick to even be inserted into it, but you'll definitely just want to keep that in mind. And I don't generally mark, I just line it up as best as I can. I actually will tape this one down and then just punch through the paper. This is actually an old scrap paper that I used in my last giveaway, so it's okay. And you definitely, and I've learned this the hard way, you definitely want to have them all exactly lined up, because if they're not, it won't turn right. So, single hole punch, you line the top of the punch right there, to the top of the little umbrella, and then that way you know that you've got it right. And then you just punch right through. And so if you had a longer, like letter-sized or legal-sized envelope, you could do this. You could even do this with a manila envelope. I mean, really, you're just trying to add some storage to your planner. So whatever you have, definitely utilize that. And we're going to cut the slits in so that we can use this. And then we'll take it off. And the reason I put the label underneath is because, and I don't know if this will work, I have never actually tested it out, but on laminate you can use a Sharpie. Oh, that one's not dark enough. And write on your I before E, except after C. I think that's right. You can write on this, let it dry, and because the label is underneath, once it's dry, you could actually use alcohol-based hand sanitizer, no beads, or nail polish remover and take it up. Now again, because it's tape, I actually don't know if that works, but is it dry? Does it smear? Awesome. So yeah, now I don't know if I'm actually going to use this for receipts, but that's why I put a label so that if I have multiple of these, I can actually denote what they're for. And my planner is already super chunky. She's a chunky girl like her mama. But this would just snap right in very satisfyingly. And yeah, you've got a little thing on the go. And we should actually put that with the washi sampler. Where did that thing go? Oh, right here. So, and I didn't name it correctly, but this is actually a washi sampler page marker because I did make it tall enough so that I can see it when I'm looking on the side because it's nice and bright yellow. All right, guys, so there it is, our DIY envelope for your planner using washi tape, packing tape, and a hole punch. It's so cute. Oh, I'm actually surprised by how cute this is. Yeah, I might make just a whole happy planner of these. Anyway, guys, here is my last, not entry, but my last DIY for the Missmaker March Challenge that Tamika from Pastry Pumps and Pie was doing for this month. I do like to do DIY videos, and so I'll probably continue doing one or two times a month just because I like challenging myself with trying to either recreate things that I've seen that I can't get, or to make things that I think are new and fresh and exciting. So definitely, again, if you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe, hit that little notification bell, hit the thumbs up if you liked it. Yay, yay, tutorials are fun. And as always, aloha.